We're back on 11 of the last 20, and it's time to dive right into the top 3 running backs on our list. Next up, this Buckskin bruised opposing defenses every single week in his senior season, piling up well over 2,000 yards in his final year.
Number 3, Conestoga Valley's Kevin Kelly, Buckskin's all-time leading rusher and 4th all-time in LL League history.
Kevin Kelly from Conestoga Valley.
Wait. A running back on a Jared Novak pass-happy offense?
Heisselman to throw. Up top, wide open and caught by Sensenig. And he is gone. Touchdown, CV.
No, that can't be. No. But hey, when you have a guy like Kevin Kelly, you got to adjust.
Heisselman will give it to Kelly straight ahead. Kelly lowers the boom, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
He was big, strong, fast. A guy that could just take the hits, but just kept on going.
Good first down yardage for Kevin Kelly.
Great tackle, but they couldn't bring him down.
Kevin Kelly was an absolute machine in terms of carrying the ball.
He looks like he's getting stronger.
Like I think of our running attack, and I think we normally do a pretty good job in the running game, but the most carries I've ever heard of in a game I think our school record's 40 in a game. Jerry said something that he carried one game over 50 times, and I mean, there are games when you can go and the whole team doesn't carry it 50 times.
Wow. That was just power running by Kevin Kelly.
Pure heart right there.
The durability that kid had week in and week out. I remember, I think we played him week 9, and he had 140 carries like the last 3 games. And, you think 140 divided by 3, that's a substantial number, carry the ball that much, and game in and game out, that's quite impressive.
He never seemed to lose his legs. He never seemed to lose the ability to have 30, 40 carries in a night, be extremely productive, and again, a good combination of power and speed.
Kevin Kelly in for the touchdown.
He could get away from you in a hurry, but real good vision. I just remember thinking when we played against him that we had to be real careful in terms of tackling and tracing from the backside because he was very elusive.
Coach Novak really rode him a lot, and it paid off.
Conestoga Valley Buckskins come into Mannheim and defeat the Barons by a score of 12-7 to win the Section 2 title in a stunning upset.
A 2,000-yard kid. And again, not many players in LL League history have gone for 2,000 yards in one season. Kevin Kelly did it. Every defense knew that Kevin Kelly was coming, and nobody could stop him. He was really amazing, packed a punch, and he had a great career for CB.
Number 2, Cocalico's Austin Hartman, Eagles' all-time leading rusher and 3rd all-time in LL League history.
Austin was a typical Cocalico running back.
Prototypical Cocalico fullback.
When I think Cocalico fullbacks, I think Austin Hartman.
An absolute workhorse.
65 had a piece of him, but he just couldn't bring him down.
That's going to take more than just getting a piece of Austin Hartman to bring him down.
You look at his career numbers, and he carried the ball 699 times. And I'm sure if you talked to Austin, you could have given him the ball 200 more times and he would have produced for you. I mean, this is a guy that just kept going and going and going and never seemed to slow down.
Give us Hartman.
There it is.
Hartman. Touchdown, Eagles.
That blue collar mentality, just here's my job, this is what I got to do. And we went out and did it extremely well.
Hartman with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
He did some really nice things for us. Austin was very physical, and he was quicker than you think.
Hartman into the secondary. Austin Hartman, 20.
He's gone.
10. Touchdown.
A lot of people just thought that he'd hit in there, but Austin was very good at skinning himself up and getting through a gap, and one guy normally didn't bring Austin down. He was a very physical runner.
Everybody knew in the Navy offense, Hartman's getting the ball. They also know where he's going to go. He's going to hit inside the tackles 90% of the time. But it didn't matter.
Hartman takes it. Hartman stumbles, cuts it back inside, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Eagles.
He was a bull.
The ultimate lower-the-shoulder kid, dragged guys. I remember talking to him after games, and he would be so tired and sweaty and trying to peel off his uniform and his pads because he was soaked because he did so much during the game.
1st and goal. Hartman He is in for the touchdown.
He brought a lot to their offense. They were pretty talented the years he was there in terms of running backs. And you look at his stats and think he did that along with the other people they had. It speaks volumes about how good he was.
Hartman into the open field, and he is gone.
To be a fullback in the Navy offense and run for 5,000 yards.
Boy, what a burst right up the middle, and Austin Hartman with a 46-yard touchdown run.
That to me is one of the greatest accomplishments in the Lancaster-Lebanon League.
His name is right there with all the Cocalico rushing leaders and in their chart and in LL history as well. He was awesome.
Into the secondary
There he goes, I
again,
told you.
Austin Hartman touchdown.
Unbelievable.
You know what? He answered the call.
Number 1, Manheim Central's Tyler Flick, Barron's all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Fluid,
There is Flick, and he is just going to coast into the end zone.
smooth,
Couple of quick strikes here for the Barons in the first quarter.
strong.
From the 1, Flick will push it across for the touchdown.
Fast.
Racing for the sideline, uses the stiff arm. Tyler Flick is going to take it the distance.
I mean, there's so many different ways you can describe his game.
You talk about a workhorse running back, that was him. Rushed for nearly 4,000 yards, 66 touchdowns. And was just a beast. He was just a monster to bring down.
If you're number 1 in Manheim Central program history in any stat, you're doing something. And Flick is number 1 all time on their rushing board, which is pretty amazing.
Tyler was a total package.
Nope, they'll go to Flick. Uses the stiff arm. Down the sideline. In for the touchdown.
He had the speed, he had the power. He can get on the outside and beat you around the corner. He can run through the tackles. Things that I appreciated most about Tyler is Tyler was a kid that would rather run through you than run around you.
You know, in my mind, he's the toughest running back that we've seen over at Manheim.
Simon to Flick. And Flick will push it in for the touchdown.
Tyler would do it both ways, offensively and defensively, never came out of the game.
Flush down to the pocket, rolling, flips it downfield, and it's picked off. Tyler Flick with the interception.
You know, he got better as the game went on. He was physical, and, you know, between them wearing you down up front and Tyler wearing you down, carrying the ball, it wasn't uncommon in some of those games for him to carry the ball 6-7 times in a row, 8 times in a row, and he always seemed to, he never got tired. I mean, I just don't ever remember seeing him tired.
I would put Flick at the top, and I've seen all the Manheim running backs since 1975, so I think I know what I'm talking about. And he's got great feet. Is he going to be a good one?
I put him in the upper echelon of running backs that I've seen in this area in the last 20 years.
Just like we like him in Manheim.
Flick breaks it down the right sideline. Fuji giving chase, but Tyler Flick is going to go for the touchdown. 87 yards.
So there you have it, Manheim Central's Tyler Flick, one of the best running backs to play in our coverage area and number 1 on our list. Thanks so much for joining us today on 11 the Last 20. I'm Chad Landers. Come back next time as we dive deep into a new sport and start the countdown once again to see who's number 1.